The Hela Awakens raid is finally here, and in this video, we're going to be obtaining all of the new rings along with testing out their power. Now, this is the Hela boss raid, and it really does look like hell. Like, this place is crazy. Now, I'm on my alt because I already did the challenges to get the rings to showcase in this video. But yeah, you're going to see this boss right here, and he's going to summon some, like, minions and stuff. However, I'm in tier 3, so, like, I think I two-shot this guy. It's insane. But upon completion, you will see that you get a bunch of cosmetics along with a few rings. Now, I already have all of the rings, so I'm going to showcase that right after I show you the shop. Now, if we go into this Twilight Terror category, you will see that there's an entire shop for us to spend money in. For example, if we spend 200, we'll get this Warrior of Hela armor, and there's a bunch of other things, like 1000 aura. That's actually kind of a funny title. To be honest, I'll pick that one up. Yes, sir, we have aura, chat. But anyways, there will also be a place where you can go and gamble for other things, such as this Blood Rose Hela. And of course, there's many other things, but these are extremely rare. So what I would highly recommend you do is go into the treasury and purchase everything in here before getting the extra supplies. And of course, you can buy like health potions, XP boosts, which I wouldn't recommend you do. And this is what the most expensive armor looks like. This is my main account right here. But yeah, let me go and hop on my main so I can show you what all of the rings do. Now, I'm back on my main account, and if you look into my rings, you'll see that I have practically every single ring you can get. And yeah, don't worry about like the class and the rarity. Those two things don't matter, because all of this, like the Ring of Survival, the Guardian Ring, the Mage Ring, all of that is the exact same thing as the other boss raid. And yeah, I'm gonna go in a dungeon and showcase what these rings actually do. So as you can see, we're in Yokai Peak, and for this video, we're just focusing on what they actually do. And for the first one, we're looking at the focus ability. And what the focus stat does is if you stand still, you will actually gain like some power. Yup, if you can see right there, it says focus. Max focus now. So what this is gonna do is it's gonna allow me to do a lot more damage based on just standing still. So as you can see, it says focus again, and now max focus, which means I'm doing my maximum amount of damage. Now, this ring is pretty mediocre in my opinion. Unless you're playing like boss raids where you can just like stand still the entire time, there's really no use. I feel like it just like slows down the game. Now we're on to the Mana Shield ability, which says you gain a shield of 11% after not taking damage for 15 seconds. Yep, and as you can see, I now have a Mana Shield. Now, I believe what this is gonna do is it's gonna give me like an invincibility hit, or it's just gonna block me from taking damage. So let's see. Yeah, it shielded the damage I took, because normally I think I would get one-shotted by that, but it actually gave me a shield. If I stand still again, you will see that I once again get a shield. So overall, this is a pretty good ability as it protects you from actually taking damage. However, if you're playing with a group, this is pretty much entirely useless. Now we're on to the tempo ability, and what this does is it gives us every single 15 seconds, we get an X amount of damage. For this one, we gain 10%. So as you can see, I had a tempo, so now when I do my attack, it will do much more damage. So this is similar to focus, except it does damage after 15 seconds. So yeah, I got the tempo right there. So now when I do my next attack, it's gonna do much more damage. So overall, not a horrible choice. You know, more damage is always a decent thing. And it's better because you don't have to actually stand still, and you could be moving around. So I would consider this one a more ideal choice for runs. And now for the damage reduction ring, which reduces all damage taken by a percentage. This is obviously self-explanatory. I don't really need to showcase this. And in my opinion, it's somewhat mid. I mean, just put more points into stamina. Don't waste it on a ring. And that's the same way with the max HP one, so I'm not going to showcase that. However, what I will showcase is the mob damage ring, which increases damage dealt to non-boss enemies by 1.5%. Sadly, we're on a boss right now, so I do have to kill this guy, because obviously it doesn't work on bosses. But now we're on the monsters, so testing out our damage, it's not even noticeable because the ring is like pretty trash. But yeah, I would see that as probably the most ideal ring to get if you're fighting like enemies, like if you're not just doing boss raids. So I'd definitely say the best stat points to have would be like tempo and mob damage. Those two are the ideal ones you want. And just to really like make it clear, the different stat points that I show you can be applied to any ring. So you could get tempo on a Guardian ring just as you could get it on a Warrior one. But the stat points are really why you want the ring. Like, for example, if you want a ring with tempo on it, you're gonna want a one that's in warrior. So you're gonna want, like, if you're a warrior ring of tempo. So there's really 3 factors to look at, which is the class, what stat point is actually on it, and of course what its focus is on, such as ring of power, ring of survival. But now to go to the event, which is the Twilight Terror, I believe you actually get like emblems or whatever through defeating like enemies in the dungeons. Like if I kill Sarugambi over here, I should get like a few Twilight Terror things. And yup, as you can see, I now have 110. So if you really want to grind out like the cosmetics in the shop, you can do that through playing dungeon. But I guess I'll go and buy like this crystal fire thing. And one thing I didn't mention is that if you buy enough cosmetics, you will unlock Hela and obviously his weapon. So your incentive is to buy all of these before going and gambling, so you can get like the bonus cosmetic. That's at least how I would personally do it. And yo, this cosmetic looks sick. But yeah, I'm gonna go on my other account and play the boss raids, as I literally already like played every single one and spent the money to play more challenges. And I think a little bit later, I'm actually gonna go and attempt tier 5 if I can find a good raid. And unfortunately, I'm only level 206 because I kind of just wasted all of the other ones on my other account. So they're gonna have to let kind of a noob in. However, I do have Champion's Destiny, so I'm not that much of a noob. But yeah, this boss is absolutely sick. Like, he looks so cool. He really would be a great Halloween boss. I don't see why he would not be like a Halloween event boss. But yeah, let's go and kill this guy and get, ooh, we got a purple ring, yo. Okay, so I was kind of looking around to see if I could find like any teams, and literally no one is hosting because apparently the event is like glitched, so it doesn't actually work for teams, which is kind of unfortunate. So boys, I guess I'll go and try the hardest tier. Maybe that will be like a mistake, I don't know. Because yeah, I can't find a team, so I'm literally just gonna do the hardest raid. Man, maybe this is a mistake. He has 2.32 QI health, although we do actually do quite a bit of damage. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have to lock in. We can solo this with our literal green set. Okay, well, I died. That is not good. Yo, this stuff looks crazy. What am I supposed to do? I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna be like the other raid where it's just kind of like AFK simulator, where you just like stand still and literally just mash your abilities. Come on, bro, come on. All right, well, I died once again. That is very great. Although we did get 25 emblems, which is not a bad thing. So I couldn't beat tier 5. But you know, this is what it looks like if you're able to beat it. You know, you get a few cosmetics called no life, no fear, no rest. And you get quite a few items, such as 50 emblems. So yeah, you do get quite a bit more through beating tier 5. And obviously you want to do tier 5 because that's where you're going to get the highest level rings. There's really a lot of factors when it comes to ring. There's number 1, what type of ring it is, what level the ring is, what stats the ring has, what abilities it has. Like, there is so much to play it. But what I kind of want to see is what you actually get through doing like a shorter dungeon. Like, will you get the same amount? So I believe in Yokai Peak, we got exactly 10 emblems. I don't know why I keep calling it emblems. 10 Twilight Terrors. So let's see how many we'll get through doing Orbital Outpost, which is arguably the shortest dungeon in the game. Right now we're at 75, so let's see. I know this was supposed to be like a ring showcase video, but bro, I already like showcase everything. To be honest, this is more of like an event showcase. However, let's be honest, you all know how these events work. It's pretty much the same thing every time. I just really want to know more about like the rings and stuff. But so far we have literally gotten 0 Twilight Terrors. Wait, do you even get them from old dungeons? Wait, hold on a second. I literally haven't even gotten a single thing. What? Yo, wait, what? I think it's glitched. There's no chance. I'm getting, okay, I got one emblem? What? Okay, well, I definitely think harder dungeons give you more. I got 10 from Yokai Peak. I literally just got 1? Bro, that is embarrassing. What? Alright, well, it's kind of clear to do higher dungeons because I got sold on that. Now, from what I'm reading in the Dungeon Quest Discord, it's more ideal to do this raid with less people. Obviously, the meta will change and things will definitely change, but maybe it's a good idea to try as like a trio or something. But yeah, a few small improvements is we actually did get a party finder improvement, which says we get more responsive button animations and faster loading. So I guess that's good. And we also have private server parties are now server only and will not appear in the global section. Dude, let's go. They finally made that change. I swear, that is like the biggest change of this update. Dude, Like, literally, I make a private server raid, and then 50 people that I don't want join the freaking thing all around the entire world. That is actually so good. Man, that is like the heart of this update. That is insane. Also, some other cosmetics that you can get is the Nature's Guardian, which I believe comes from old boss raids, along with the Nature's Warrior, Nature's Mage, and the Twisted Wood Greatstaff and Greatsword, which also come from the legacy version of boss raids. Now, I'm inside of like Gilded Skies to put to the test if you get more like Twilight Terrors through doing Gilded Skies. You know what? From now on, I'm just gonna call it emblems, because I really don't know what the frick this is called. They call it emblems, they call it Twilight Terrors, like, I don't know. Oh my, yeah, you definitely do. I just got 2 from one group of monsters. Okay, so yeah, the theory is confirmed that you do get more through doing higher level dungeon. But to give my general thoughts on the update, I like it. Truly, I like it. I think the boss raid is pretty cool, however, being very difficult. And when things are very difficult in this game, as seen with the last update, it becomes very easy to cheese. I don't know how they made it like cheese proof or anything if they did that, but it seems like it could be a repeat of the last update where everyone just like stands in one area and just smashes the heals. I'm not for sure though. It could actually be a little bit intuitive where you have to dodge and you have to be careful. Also, already like 3 or 4 emblems. That's insane. Yeah, we get a lot more from this dungeon. And yeah, well, obviously doesn't make up for a dungeon. I really like it. And obviously the event is a huge bonus where you can't really hate on events. Events are always good. And the titles are pretty cool, like 1000 Aura. Bro, I swear they're like trying to get into meme culture now. Also, we just completely died. Like I was saying, I think this update is very, very solid. And I think that the new ring effects are even better. Like having such cool ring effects, like where you stand still and then you get more damage, or like you gain HP shield, that stuff is honestly really, really cool and probably the highlight of this update. I really think that the meta could change from obviously like the rings of power and whatever passive heals to now going to damage improvements and stuff like that. However, I don't know. I still personally prefer passive heals from the other boss raid. Like you can't beat passive heals. Now, what can I buy with 80 emblems? I guess I'll buy Deathly Presence. Yes, sir, chat. I got gamer stink on my freaking weapon. This stuff will kill an entire city. But yeah, that's literally the entire update covered in a single video. And ladies and gentlemen, I have another pretty good video on the screen for you guys. So, you know, you should probably go and check it out. But for now, I'll see you guys later.